Polixenes has talked to Hermione, and then they leave. Okay, so at the end of this Mamilius,
That's the long shot. He did a close up.
okay.
Mid shot.
Okay, so do we know, have you the place in your script that talks with Leonatus and Mamilius?
Yes.
You have that same page there.
Is it before Antigonus comes in?
It's right after, are you wound yet? Is he wound yet?
Okay, is that Act 2?
No.
It's Act
still in
1, Scene 2.
Very
Oh,
early in
Act
the
1.
play. You have to go back further.
What's the line?
You
Three
should have the
crabbed months
page
had
from her.
bored themselves to death.
Leilani, take the page from her. Leilani, take the page from Keone.
No.
Oh!
Different book.
Oh, me! Canoe. Like, she says like canoe.
Canoe.
Yeah,
Canoe.
Yes.
All right.
I am right
Is it
before
Mickey Mouse?
Hermione exits.
Okay, so you got the page.
Yes.
You both have the page. And
I don't.
I wish you'd pick up a book, sir. We have many books. And especially if you pick up one of those books, you can follow along with them. It's much easier.
Did you say sleazier?
It's much easier. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have
Before Hermione exits.
Camilo speaking in a moment. So.
Yeah. Oh, I just came out of because Hermione didn't exit yet. Oh, she's about to.
Oh,
I found, I believe on page 8. I got so movie, I lost my place.
Okay, everybody.
Let's see.
Leonatus has a long speech that he has with Mamilius. Ends up, no, in good earnest, how sometimes nature will betray its folly.
Page
Does that help you with a line or two there?
8. Yes, yes.
Okay, now tell them what you got. Page what?
She got the top of page 8. Yes. How
Oh, okay.
sometimes nature will be
How
tricked.
Because we have been following that.
So I start with how sometimes nature will betray its father.
That's right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our production of
Wait.
Winter's Tale.
I want to bring this.
who are you
I want you to
again?
be able to follow
I can't
along here.
remember.
We don't have subtitles.
Don't tease.
So once they leave the stage, Leonatus takes over with "Gone Already." Okay, let's find out what happens. Oh, but I wanted to bring you to that scene with. Do you want to give that book too?
No, I don't know what you're doing. You're going to play this or we're going to read it?
We're going to read as soon as they leave.
Okay. And then you're like doing this. I don't know. Am I supposed to hold that?
Well, I want to get them off the stage so that we can continue.
Press button.
Get out of here already. We need to do this ourselves.
Throw it off.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
They're taking over the show.
We're better than
What the heck? Get out of here.
Get
I'm
out.
trying to do a winter's tale and you're taking it all over.
I mean, yeah, they got nice costumes.
Get out of
Green
here.
velvet coat, white dagger muscled, lest it should bite its master. Mine honest friend, will you take eggs for money?
No, my lord, I'll fight!
He makes a July's day short as December. Let what is dear in Sicily be cheap.
We are yours in the garden, shall return to them.
To you confronts her with the boldness of a wife, to her a loving husband.
And cut. Thank you.
And
Not
see.
one seemed to get away.
Now we will begin the
Husband?
real portion of our play.
Okay, and where does it start? Because I'm still that old.
Yes, there's some live
You lost.
acting.
You don't have the same book, though.
I know.
Page.
9.
Page what?
9.
Page 9.
Okay, we'll
I
all,
got
Top of
we
page
all
9.
have the same vibe.
I know. We're all on the same page. Are we all well met?
We're
We're all well met.
inch thick, knee deep, head. Oh, sorry, gone already. Inch thick, knee deep, head and ears, a forked one. Go, playboy, play. My mother plays, and I play too. But so disgraced a part, whose issue will hiss me to my grave. Contempt and clamor will be my knell. Go, playboy, play. There have been, or I am much deceived, cuckolds there now.
Chair is blocking light.
Shh! And many a man there is, even at this present now, while I speak this, holds his wife by the arm, as little thinks she has been sluiced in his absence, and his pond fished by his next neighbor, by Sir Smile, his neighbor. Nay, there's comfort in it. Whiles other men have gates, and those gates opened, as mine, against their will. Should all despair that have revolted wives, the tenth of mankind would hang themselves. Physic for it there's none. 'Tis a bawdy planet that will strike where 'tis predominant, and 'tis powerful, think it. From east, west, north, and south, be it concluded, no barricado for a belly. Know it. It will let in and out the enemy, with bag and baggage, many thousand dons. Have the disease and feel it not. How now, boy?
I am like you, they say.
Why, that's some comfort. What, Camillo there?
I, my good lord.
Go play, Mamilius, thou'rt an honest man. Camillo, this great sir will yet stay longer.
You had much ado to make his anchor hold. When you cast out, it still came home.
Didst note it?
You would not stay at your petitions, made his business more material.
Didst perceive it? There, here with me already, whispering, rounding. Cecilia is so forth, it is far gone, when I shall gust it last. How came to Camillo? What did he stay?
At the good queen's entry.
At the Queen's be it, good should be pertinent, but so it is not. Was this taken by any understanding, Pete, but thine? For thy conceit is soaking, will draw in more than common blocks. Not noted, is it, but of the finer natures, by some severals of headpiece extraordinary. Lower messes, perchance, are to this business purblind. Say,
Business, my lord. I think most understand Bohemia stays here longer.
ha,
Stays here longer.
aye, but why?
To satisfy your highness and the entreaties of our most gracious mistress.
Satisfied.
The entreaties of your mistress. Satisfy.
That's my, not
Oh, sorry.
mine. Or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's yours.
Satisfy the entreaties of your mistress. Satisfy. Let that suffice. I have trusted thee, Camillo, with all the nearest things to my heart, as well as my chamber councils, wherein, priest-like, thou hast cleansed my bosom. I from thee parted, thy penitent reformed. But we have been deceived in thy integrity, deceived in that which seems so.
Be it forbid, my lord.
To bide upon it, thou art not honest. Or, if thou inclinest that way, thou art a coward, which hoxes honesty behind, restraining from course required, or else thou must be counted a servant, grafted in my serious trust, and therein negligent, or else a fool, that seest the game played home, the rich stake drawn, and takest it all for jest.
My gracious lord, I may be negligent, foolish and fearful. In every one of these no man is free, but that his negligence, his folly, fear among the infinite doings of the world, sometimes put forth. In your affairs, my lord, if ever I were willful negligent, it was my folly. If industrially I played the fool, it was my negligence. Not weighing well the end, if ever fearful to do a thing, where I issued doubted, whereof the execution did cry out against the non-performance. It was a fear which often affects the wisest. These, my lord, are such allowed infirmities that honesty is never free of. But beseech your grace, be plainer with me. Let me know my trespass by its own visage. If I then deny it, it's none of mine.
Have you not seen it, Camillo? But that's past doubt. You have, or your eyeglass is thicker than a cuckold torn, or heard. For to a vision so apparent rumor cannot be mute, or thought, or cogitation resides not in that man that does not think. My wife is slippery, if thou wilt confess, or else be impudently negative, to have nor eyes, nor ears, nor thought, and say, my wife's a hobby horse, deserves a name as rank as any flax wench that puts to before her troth plight. Say it and justify it.
I would not be a stander by to hear my sovereign mistress clouded so, without my present vengeance taken. True, my heart, you never spoke what did become you less than this, which to reiterate were sin, as deep as that, though true.
Is whispering nothing? Is leaning cheek to cheek? Is meeting noses? Kissing with inside lip? Stopping the career of laughter with a sigh? A note unfallible of breaking honesty, horsing foot on foot, skulking in corners, wishing clocks more swift, hours, minutes, noon, midnight, and all eyes blind with the pin and web, but theirs only, that would unseen be wicked. Is this nothing? Why then the world and all that's in is nothing. The covering sky is nothing, Bohemia nothing, my wife is nothing, nor nothing have these nothings, if this be nothing.
Good my lord, be cured of this diseased opinion, and betimes for its most dangerous.
Say it be, 'tis true.
No, my lord.
It is, you lie. I say thou liest, Camillo, and I hate thee. Pronounce thee a gross lout, a mindless slave, or else a hovering temporizer, that canst with thine eyes at once see good and evil, inclining to them both. Were my wife's liver infected as her life, she would not live the running of one glass.
Who does infect her?
Why, he that wears her like her metal hanging about his neck. Bohemia, who, if I had servants true about me, that bear eyes to see alike mine honor as their profits, their own particular thrifts, they would do that which should undo more doing. I, and thou, his cupbearer, whom I from meaner form have benched and reared to worship, who mayest see plainly as heaven sees earth, and earth sees heaven, how I am galled, mightst bespice a cup, to give mine enemy a lasting wink, which draught to me were cordial.
Sir, my lord, I could do this, and that with no rash potion, but with a lingering dram, that should not work maliciously like poison. But I cannot believe this crack to be in my dread mistress, so sovereignly, being honorable, I have loved thee.
Make that thy question, and go rot. Dost think I am so muddy, so unsettled, to appoint myself in this vexation, sully the purity and whiteness of my sheets, which to preserve is sleep, which being spotted is goads, thorns, nettles, tails of wasps, give scandal to the blood of the prince my son, who I do think is mine and love is mine, without right moving to it. Would I do this? Could man so blench?
I must believe you, sir. I do, and will fetch off Bohemia for it, provided that when he's removed, your highness will take again your queen as yours at first, even for your son's sake, and thereby for sealing the injury of tongues in courts and kingdoms known and allied to yours.
Thou dost advise me, even so as I mine own course have set down. I'll give no blemish to her honor, none.
My lord, go then, and with a countenance as clear as friendship wears at feasts, keep with Bohemia and with your queen. I am his cupbearer. If from me he have wholesome beverage, account me not your servant.
This is all. Do it, and thou hast the one half of my heart. Do it not, and thou splittest thine own.
I'll do it, my lord.
I will seem friendly as thou hast advised me.
O miserable lady, but for me, what case stand I in? I must be the poisoner of good Polynixus in my ground to do it.
We can skip to that and go to Act 2. He is set up to be the poisoner of the friend of Leonati's, and he doesn't want to do that. I mean, he's a little bit more human about it, but we'll find out. So Act 2, Scene 1, Hermione and the ladies.
Scene 1, a room in Leontes' palace. Enter Hermione, Mamilius, and ladies.
Does it say in mine?
Does it?
Take the boy to you, he so troubles me, 'tis past enduring.
Come, my gracious lord, shall I be your playfellow?
No,
I'll be none of you.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Why, my sweet lord?
Leilani,
You'll
could you
kiss
read
me
first,
hard
lady?
and speak to me as if I were a baby still. I love you better.
Is there a second lady?
Why so, my lord?
Not for because your brows are blacker, yet black brows, they say, become some women's best, so that there be not too much hair there, but in semicircle or half moon, made with pen.
Who taught you this?
I learnt it out of women's faces. Pray now, what color are your eyebrows?
Blue, my lord.
Nay, that's a mock. I have seen a lady's nose that has been blue, but not her eyebrows.
Hark ye, the queen your mother rounds apace. We shall present our services to a fine new prince one of these days, and then you I'd wanton with us if we would have it.
She is spread and late in goodly bulk. Good time encounter her.
What wisdom stirs among you? Come, sir, now I am for you again. Pray you, sit by us, and tells a tale.
Merry or sad shall it be?
As merry as you will.
Ah, sad's tale best for winter. I have one of sprites and goblins.
Let's have that, good sir. Come on, sit down. Come on and do your best to frighten you with your sprites. You're powerful at it.
There was a man.
Nay, come sit down, then on.
Dwelt by a churchyard. I will tell it softly. Yond crickets shall not hear it.
Come on then, and give it to me in mine ear.
Was he met there, his train, Camilla with him?
Beyond the tuft of pines I met them. Never saw I men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships.
How blessed am I in my just censure, in my true opinion, alack for lesser knowledge, how accursed in being so blessed. There may be in the cup a spider steeped, and one may drink, depart, and yet partake no venom. For his knowledge is not infected. But if one present the abhorred ingredient to his eye, make known how he hath drunk, he cracks his gorge, his sides with violent hefts. I have drunk and seen the spider. Camillo was his help in this, his pandar. There is a plot against my life, my crown. All's true that is mistrusted, that false villain, whom I employed was pre-employed by him. He has discovered my design, and I remain a pinched thing. Yea, a very trick for them to play at will. How came the postern so easily open?
By his great authority, which often hath no less prevailed than so on your command.
I know it too well. Give me the boy. I am glad you did not nurse him. Though he does bear some signs of me, yet you have too much blood in him.
What is this, sport?
Bear the boy hence, he shall not come about her. Away with him, let her sport herself with that she's big with, for 'tis with Polixenes has made thee swell thus.
But I'll say he had not, and I'll be sworn you would believe my saying, however you learn to the nayward.
You, my lords, look on her, mark her well. Be but about to say, she is a goodly lady, and the justice of your hearts will thereto add, 'tis a pity she's not honest, honorable. Praise her, but for this, her without door form, which on my faith deserves high speech, and straight the shrug, the hum, the ha, these pretty petty brands that calumny doth use. Oh, I'm out, that mercy does for calumny will sear virtue itself. these shrugs, these hums and ha's. When you have said she's goodly, come between ere you can say she's honest. But it be known from him that has the most cause to grieve it should be she's an adulteress.
Should a villain say so, the most replenished villain in the world, he were as much more villain than you, my lord, do but mistake.
You have mistook my lady, Polixenes, for Leontes. O thou thing, which I'll not call a creature of thy place, lest barbarism making me the precedent should like a language used to all degrees, and mannerly distinguishment leave out betwixt the prince and beggar. I have said, she's an adulteress. I have said with whom, more she's a traitor, and Camillo is a federary with her, and one that knows what she should shame to know herself, but with her most vile principle, that she's a bed swerver, even as bad as her that... A bed swerver?
I
God,
like that.
it could be worse.
Everyone should say,
A bed swerver.
I should bring that back.
I love it. That's good old Shakespeare.
A bed swearer.
Swear.
Even as bad as those.
Even as bad as those that vulgars give bulls titles, aye, and privy to this, their late escape.
No, by my life, privy to none of this. How will this grieve you when you shall come to clearer knowledge, that you thus have published me? Gentle, my lord, you scarce can write me thoroughly than to say you did mistake.
No, if I mistake in those foundations which I built upon, the center is not big enough to bear a schoolboy's top. Away with her to prison, he who shall speak for her is afar off guilty, but he that speaks.
There's some ill planet reigns. I must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favorable. Good my lords, I am not prone to weeping, as our sex commonly are, the want of which vain dew perchance shall dry your pities. But I have that honorable grief lodged here, which burns worse than tears drown. Beseech you all, my lords, with thoughts so qualified as your charities shall best instruct you, measure me, and so the king's will be performed.
Shall I be heard?
Who's that goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see, my plight requires it. Do not weep, good fools, there is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abound in tears. As I come out, this action I now go on, is for my better grace. Adieu, my lord, I never wished to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall. My women, come, you have leave.
Go, do our bidding, hence.
Beseech your highness, call the queen again.
Be certain that you do, sir, that their justice prove violence to the which three great ones suffer. Yourself, your queen, and your son.
For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it, that the queen is spotless in the eyes of heaven, and to you, I mean, in this which you accuse her.
It is, if it proves she's otherwise, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife. I'll go in couples with her, and then when I feel and see her no further, trust her, and with every inch of woman in the world, every dram of woman's flesh is false, if she be.
Hold your pieces.
Good, my lord.
'Tis for you we speak, not ourselves. You are abused, and by some put her on, and will be damned for it. When I knew the villain, I would land damn him. She be, and but be she honored, flawed. I have 3 daughters. The eldest is 11, the second and the third 9, and some 5. And this proved true. They'll pay for it. By my honor, I'll geld them all, and 14 they shall not see. To bring false generations, they are co-heirs. And I would rather glib myself than they should not produce fair issue.
Cease, no more. You smell this business with a sense as cold as a dead man's nose, but I do see it and feel it, as you feel doing thus, and see withal the instruments that I feel.
If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it in the face to sweeten of all the whole dungy earth.
What? Lack I credit?
I had rather you did lack that than I, my lord, upon this ground, and more it should content me to have her honour true than your suspicion, be blamed for it how you might.
Why, what need we commune with you of this, but rather follow our forceful instigation? Our prerogative calls not your counsels, but our natural goodness imparts this, which if you, or stupefied, or seeming so in skill, cannot or will not relish a truth like us, inform yourselves. We need no more of your advice. The matter, the loss, the gain, the ordering on it is all properly ours.
And I wish, my liege, you had only in your silent judgment tried it, without more overture.
How could that be? Either thou art most ignorant by age, or thou wert born a fool. Camilo's flight added to their familiarity, which was as gross as ever touched conjecture. That lacked sight only, not for approbation, but only seeing all other circumstances made up to the deed doth push on this proceeding. Yet for a greater confirmation, for in an act of this importance 'twere most piteous to be wild, I have dispatched in post to sacred Delphos, to Apollo's temple, Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know of stuffed sufficiency. Now from the oracle they will bring all, whose spiritual counsel had, shall stop or spur me. Have I done well?
Well done, my lord.
Though I am satisfied, and need no more than what I know, yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others, such as he whose ignorant credulity will not come up to the truth. So have we thought it good from our free person she should be confined, lest that the treachery of the two fled hence be left her to perform. Come, follow us, we are to speak in public, for this business will raise us all.
To laughter, as I take it, is the good truth for known.
What?
You heard me? You're in the audience, you heard what I said.
Scene 2, a prison. Enter Paulina, a gentleman, and attendants.
We're going with Paulina tonight.
Paulina! A prison. Enter Paulina. And a gentleman and
Paulina.
Lina.
It's good.
Not
Be
in any
confused with Lina.
Not in any finer than Paulina.
Lina.
Paulina.
A
All right.
gentleman and attendants.
Yes.
Okay.
So who is
Oh, I'm Paul.
I think
Paulina.
that you are.
You're
Paulina.
Paulina.
Paulina. Okay, got it.
You're
And she is our house.
Yes, she is the
Power.
daughter of. Is she
She is the wife.
in love with?
She is the wife of Antigonus.
The keeper of the prison, call to him. Let him have knowledge who I am. Good lady, no court in Europe is too good for thee. What dost thou then in prison?
No. So this word.
Oh, this is me, gentleman with the gowler.
Jail.
Now, good sir, I don't know what that is. You know me, do you not?
For a worthy lady, and one whom much I honor.
Oh, conduct me to the queen.
I may not, madam. To the contrary, I have express commandment.
Here's a due. To lock up honesty and honor from the access of gentle visitors. It's lawful, pray you, to see her woman. Any of them. Amelia?
So please you, madam, to put apart these your attendants, I shall bring Amelia forth.
Pray now, call her. Withdraw yourselves.
And, madam, I must be present at your conference.
Well, be it so, prithee. Here's such a due to make, no stain, a stain as past his coloring. Gowler with Amelia. What is Gowler?
Jailer.
What is that? Jailer. Oh, the jail guy. Okay, jailer with Amelia. Come on. Okay.
Okay, he answered
Next
the
spell.
You still have more lines, did you?
Dear gentlewoman, how fares your gracious lady? As well as one so great and so forlorn may it hold together on her frights and griefs, which never tender lady hath borne greater. She is something before her time delivered. A boy?
You're gonna do both.
A daughter. Come on, someone has to do this.
That's one over.
You want me to do Emilia?
yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
A daughter and a goodly babe, lusty and like to live. The queen receives much comfort in it. Says, my poor prisoner, I am innocent as you.
I dare be sworn, these dangerous, unsafe loons, the king, pursue them. He must hold on to, and he shall, the office become a woman's best. I'll take it upon me, if I prove honey mouth, let my tongue blister, and never to my red-looked anger be the trumpet any more. Pray you, Amelia, commend my best obedience to the queen. If she dares trust me with her little babe, I'll show the king and undertake to be her advocate to the last. We do not know how he may soften at the sight of a child. The silence often of pure innocence persuades when speaking fails.
Most worthy madam, your honor and your goodness is so evident that you free undertaking cannot miss a thriving issue. There is no lady living so meet for this great errand. Please your ladyship to visit the next room. I'll presently acquaint the queen of your most noble offer, who but today hammered of this design, but durst not tempt a minister of honor, lest she should be denied.
Tell her, Amelia, I'll use that tongue I have. If wit flow from it, a boldness from my bosom, let not be doubted I shall do good.
Now be you blessed for it. I'll to the queen, please you. Come something nearer.
Madam, if it please the queen to send the babe, I know not what I shall incur to pass it, having no warrant.
You need not fear it, sir. This child was a prisoner to the queen, and is by law and process of great nature, thence freed and enfranchised, not a party to the anger of the king, nor guilty, if any be, the trespass of the queen.
I do believe it.
Do not you fear, upon my honor. I will stand betwixt you and danger.
Scene 3, a room in Leontes' palace. Enter Leontes, Antigonus, lords and servants. Nor night, nor day, nor rest, but it is weakness to bear the matter thus. Mere weakness! If the cause were not in being, part of the cause, she the adulteress, or the harlot king is quite beyond mine arm, out of the blank and level of my brain, plot-proof, but she I can hook to me. Say that she were gone, given to the fire, a moiety of my rest might come to me again. Who's there?
My lord,
How does the boy?
he took good rest tonight to hope that his sickness is discharged.
To see his nobleness, conceiving the dishonor of his mother. He straight declined, drooped, took it deeply, fastened and fixed the shame onto himself, threw off his spirits, his appetite, his sleep, and downright languished. Leave me solely, go, see how he fares. Fie, no thought of him. The very thought of my revenge is that way recoil upon me. In himself too mighty, and in his parties his alliance, let him be until a time may serve. For present vengeance, take it on her. And below Polixenes laugh at me, make their pastime in my sorrow. They should not laugh if I could reach them. No shall she within my power.
You must not enter.
Nay, rather, good my lords, be second to me. Fear you this tyrannous passion more, alas, than the queen's life? A gracious, innocent soul, more free than he is jealous?
That's not. And Madam me shall not sleep tonight, commanded none shall come at him.
Not so hot, good sir. I come to bring him sleep. 'Tis such as you, that creep like shadows by him, and do sigh at each his needless heavings, such as you nourish the case of his awakening. I do come with words as medicinal as true, honest as either, to purge him of that humor that presses him from sleep.
What noise there? Oh!
No noise, my lord, but needful conference about some gossips for your highness.
How? Away with that audacious lady. Antigonus, I charge thee that she should not come about me. I knew she would.
I told her so, my lord. To your displeasure's peril and on mine, she should not visit you.
What, canst not rule her?
No.
From all dishonesty he can. In this, unless he takes the course that you have done, commit me for committing honor. Trust it, he shall not rule me.
You hear, when she will take the rein, I let her run, and she'll not stumble.
Good, my liege, I come, and I beseech you, hear me, who professes myself your loyal servant, your physician, your obedient counselor, that dares less appear so incomforting in your evils than such as most seem yours. I say, I come from your good queen.
Good queen.
Good queen, my lord, good queen. I say, good queen. And we should by combat make her good. So were I a man, the worst about you.
Force her hence.
Let him that makes but trifles of his eyes first hand me. On mine own accord I'll off, but first I'll do my errand. The good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here 'tis, commends it to your blessing.
Out! Mankind witch! Hence with her, out the door, most intelligencing board.
I am as ignorant in that as you, in so entitling me, and no less honest than you are mad, which is enough. I'll warrant, as this world goes, to pass for honest.
Traitors! Will you not push her out? Give her the bastard! Thou dotard, thou art woman-tired, unroosted by thy Dane partner. Here, take up the bastard. Take it up. I say, give it to thy crone.
Forever unvenerable be thy hands, if thou takest up the princess by that forced baseness which he has put upon it.
He dreads his wife.
So I would you did. So I would you did. And then 'twere past all doubt. You, I'd call your children yours.
A nest of traitors!
I am none of this good light.
Nor I, nor any but one that's here, and that himself, for he, the sacred honor of himself, his queens, his hopeful sons, his babes betrays to slander, whose sting is sharper than the swords, and will not, for as the case now stands, it is a curse. He cannot be compelled to it, once removed the root of his opinion, which is rotten, as ever oak or stone was sand.
Callet of boundless tongue, who late hath beat her husband and now baits me. This wrath is none of mine. It's the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it, and together with the damned commit them to the fire.
It is yours, and might we lay the old proverb to your charge, so like you, 'tis the worse. Behold, my lords, although the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father, eye, nose, lip, the thick of its frown, its forehead, nay, the valley, the pretty dimples of his chin and cheek and smiles, the very mold and frame of hand, nail, finger, And now, goddess nature, which has made it so like to him that God it, if thou hast the ordering of mine too, mongst all colors, no yellow less suspect as he does, her children, not her husband's.
Gross hag and lozzo, thou art worthy to be hanged, and wilt not stay her tongue.
Well, hang all the husbands that cannot do that feat. You leave yourself with hardly one subject.
Once more, take her hence.
Eh?
A most unworthy and unnatural lord can do no more.
I'll have thee burnt.
It is an heretic and makes the fire. No, she which burns it, I'll not call you tyrant, but this most cruel usage of the queen, not able to produce more accusation than your own weak, hinged fancy. Something savors of tyranny, and what ignoble make you, scandalous to the world.
On your allegiance, out of the chamber with her. Were I a tyrant, where were her life? She does not call me so. If she did know me one, away with her.
I pray you do not push me. I'll be gone. Look to your babe, my lord. It's yours. Jove sent her a better guiding spirit. What needs these hands, you that are thus so tender o'er his follies, will never do him good. Not one of you. So, farewell. We are gone.
Thou traitor hast set on thy wife to this. My child, away with it. Even thou that hast a heart so tender o'er it, take it hence and see it instantly consumed with fire. Even thou and none but thou. Take it up straight. Within this hour bring me word 'tis done, and by good testimony or else seize thy life with what thou else callest thine. If thou refuse and will encounter with my wrath, say so. The bastard brains with these my proper hands shall I dash out. So go, take it to the fire, for thou settest on thy wife.
I did not, sir. These lords, my noble fellows, if they please, can clear me in.
We can, my loyal liege. He is not guilty of her coming hither.
You're all liars.
Beseech your highness, give us better credit. We have always truly served you, and beseech you so to esteem of us. And on our knees we beg, as recompense of our dear services, past and to come, that you do change this purpose, which being so horrible, so bloody, must lead on to some foul issue. We all kneel.
I am a feather for each wind that blows. Shall I live on to see this bastard kneel and call me father? Better burn it now than curse it then. But be it, let it live. It shall not neither. You, sir, come you hither. You that have been so tenderly officious with Lady Marjorie, your midwife there, to save this bastard's life, for 'tis a bastard, for sure as this beard's grey. What will you adventure to save this brat's life?
Anything, my lord, that my ability may undergo. The nobleness impose at least thus much upon the little blood which I have left to save the innocent. Anything possible.
It shall be possible. Swear by this sword thou wilt perform my bidding.
I will, my lord.
Mark and perform it. Seest thou?
Yes.
For the fail of any point in it shall not only be death to thyself, but to thy lewd-tongued wife, for whom this time we part. We enjoin thee, as thou art liege man to us, that thou carry this female bastard hence, and that thou bear it to some remote and desert place, quite out of our dominions, and that there thou leave it, without more mercy, to its own protection in favor of the climate. As by strange fortune it came to us, I do in justice charge thee, on thy soul's peril and thy body's torture, that thou commend it strangely to some place where chance may nurse it or end it. Take it up.
I swear to do this. although a present death hath been more merciful. Come on, poor babe. And such powerful spirit instruct the kites and ravens to be thy nurse. Wolves and bears, they say, casting their savages aside, have done like offices of pity. Sir, be prosperous in more than this deed does require, and blessing against this cruelty, fight on thy side, poor thing, condemned to loss.
No, I'll not rear another issue.
Please, your highness, post from those who sent to the oracle are come an hour since. Cleomenes and Dion, being well arrived from Delphos, are both landed, hasting to the court.
So please you, sir, their speed hath been beyond account.
23 days they have been absent. It is good speed. Foretells the great Apollo suddenly will have truth of this appear. Prepare your lords, summon a session that we may arraign our most disloyal lady, for as she hath been publicly accused, so shall she have a just and open trial. While she lives, my heart will be a burden to me. Leave me, and think upon my bidding.
We're going to cut Act 3, Scene 1. It's the two oracles. The babe is off.
The baby in the
The babe is already gone.
the
The bear will eat that.
to the curb.
All right. So these two guys are coming in they've been to the oracle, and they're going to come back to Leontes with their sealed box presented to the king. That's all that scene
A
about.
sealed box of what?
Sealed box. It's got the oracles. You know, the oracle
It's
is
a
like
scroll.
Okay.
Why are you
a
going like this?
psychic that's like supposedly working on this problem. Like
He did.
it's his
You
wife.
were doing it too. I'm like, what?
You should do the cradle thingy because it's
I
like
thought they were killing the baby. I'm like, wait a second, hold on a second.
That's
The baby doesn't get killed because she.
They're about ready to toss it out the window.
But you kept going
Out
like,
with the
I
backwater.
don't want to do this horrible baby
Yeah,
thing. I'm
that's
like,
right.
oh my god, are they going to kill the baby?
All right.
Okay, we're
Scene 2.
Okay.
Act 3, Scene 2.
So what? So we're skipping over the guys coming from the oracles.
Yeah, we don't need to see them talk about their travels.
We
know
just
that
talked
they've
about-
gone.
we just
know
spent
that
enough
they're
time
coming
We
back.
okay.
That scene is short.
So they don't
Alright.
talk about what the oracle said.
Scene
We'll
2.
find out.
Oh, we will.
Baby killers.
Patience. You are the guys going to read the oracle.
Act 3, Scene
I am.
These sessions 2 are great.
2.
Great.
Okay, okay. So where are we?
36.
3, 2.
Page 36.
36.
32.
Actually, scene 2, page 36.
Okay.
This session's 2.
Oh, I thought we were skipping it. Did you just say we're skipping
He
it?
said we were skipping scene 1.
Scene 1.
It was just one page. We talked longer than that would have taken.
We could have just gone
Okay.
We could've
and
just-
said it.
Yeah, I know. It took 30 seconds.
Kill the baby, hurry up.
Do
You
it.
just wasted 5 minutes on not doing scene 1.
Do it.
All right, go
That
ahead.
was longer than Scene 1.
Gentlemen, Act
It's a court of justice.
Act 3, Scene 2, the Court of Justice. Enter Leontes, lords and officers. This sessions, to our great grief, we pronounce, even pushes against our heart. The party tried the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be cleared of being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have due course, even to the guilt of the purgation. Produce the prisoner.
It is His Highness's pleasure that the Queen appear in person here in court. Silence!
Read the indictment.
Hermione, Queen to the
I think you
worthy.
need to move in frame a little bit.
Dear we be woman.
Order, silence!
No way.
Silence! Hermione, Queen to the worthy Leonidas, King of Sicilia, thou art here accused and arraigned of high treason in committing adultery with Polixenes, King of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camillo to take away the life of our sovereign lord the king, thy royal husband, the pretense whereof being by circumstances partly laid open, thou, Hermione, thank you, contrary to the faith and allegiance of a true subject, did console and aid them for their better safety to fly away by night.
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, and the testimony on my part no other but what comes from myself, it shall scare boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity, being counted falsehood, shall, as I express it, be so received. But thus, if powers divine behold our human actions as they do, I doubt not then but innocence shall make false accusation blush, and tyranny tremble at patience. You, my lord, best know, who least will seem to do so, my past life hath been as continent, as chaste, as true, as I am now unhappy, which is more than history can pattern, though devised and played to take spectators. For behold me, a fellow of the royal bed, which a moiety of the throne, a great king's daughter, the mother to a hopeful prince, here standing to prate and talk for life and honor. For who please to come and hear? For life I prize it, as I weigh grief which I would spare. For honor, says a derivative from me to mine, and only that I stand for. I appeal to your own conscience, sir. Before Polixenes came to your court, how I was in your grace, how merited to be so since he came. With what encounters so uncurrent I have strained to appear thus. If one jot beyond the bound of honor, or in act or will that way inclining, hardened be the hearts of all that hear me, and my nearest of kin cry fie upon my grave.
I ne'er heard yet that any of these bold devices wanted less impudence to gainsay what they did than to perform it first.
That's true enough, though it's a saying, sir, not do me.
You will not own it.
More than mistress of which comes to me in name of fault, I must not at all acknowledge. For Polixenes, with whom I am accused, I do confess, I loved him as in honor he required, with such a kind of love as might become a lady like me, with a love even such. So and no other as yourself commanded, which not to have done I think have been in me, both disobedience and ingratitude, to you and toward your friend, whose love had spoke, even since it could speak, from an infant, freely that it was yours. Now, for conspiracy I know not how it tastes, though it be dished for me to try how. All I know of it is that Camillo was an honest man, and why he left your court, the gods themselves, wanting no more than I, are ignorant.
You knew of his departure, as you know what you have undertaken to do in his absence.
Sir, you speak a language that I understand not. My life stands in the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You had a bastard by Polixenes, and I but dreamed it. As you were past all shame, those of your fact also, so past all truth, which to deny concerns more than avails. For as thy brat hath been cast out, like to itself, no father owning it, which is indeed more criminal in thee than it, so thou shalt feel our justice, in whose easiest passage look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with I seek. To me can life be no commodity. The crown and comfort of my life, your favor, I do give lost, for I do feel it gone. But know not how it went. My second joy and first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred, like one infectious. My third comfort, starved most unluckily, is from my breast. The innocent milk in it most innocent mouth, haled out to murder, myself on every post, proclaimed a strumpet with immodest hatred, the childbed privilege denied, which longs to women of all fashion. Lastly, hurried here to this place, I the open air, before I have got strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me what blessings I have here alive, that I should fear to die. Therefore proceed. But yet hear this, mistake me not, no life I prize it not a straw, but for mine honor, which I would be free, if I shall be condemned upon surmises, all proof sleeping else. But what your jealousies awake, I'll tell you, 'tis rigor and not law. Your honors all I do refer to the oracle. Apollo, be my judge.
This is your request. It's altogether just, therefore bring forth, and in Apollo's name, his oracle.
The Emperor of Russia was my father. Oh, that he were alive and here beholding his daughter's trial. That he did but see the flatness of my misery, yet with eyes of pity, not revenge.
Here. Silence. You here shall swear upon this sword of justice that you, Cleomenes and Dion, have been both at Delphos, and from thence have brought this sealed up oracle by the hand delivered of great Apollo's priest, and that since then you have not dared to break the holy seal, not read the secrets in it.
All this we swear.
Break up the seals and read.
Hermione, silence.
Pay no attention
Hermione.
to that man behind the curtain.
Hermione is chaste. Felix chaste. That too. Polixenes blameless.
Why is it just an
Camilio a true subject. Leontes a jealous tyrant. So his innocent babe truly begotten. The king shall live without an heir if that which is lost be not found.
That's a strong
Now,
line.
blessed is innocent
Now
babe truly
blessed
begotten,
be the
and the
Lord
king shall live without an
above.
heir if that which not is lost shall not be found. That's the strongest.
That's the strongest line. You'll see
And
why.
I
King shall live
because I
without an
delivered it.
heir. Do it again.
Innocent babe truly begotten, and the king shall live without an heir if that which is lost be not found.
That babe is lost.
Praise.
Now,
Hast thou read the truth?
aye, my lord, even so as it is here set down.
There is no truth at all in the oracle. The sessions shall proceed. This is mere falsehood.
My lord,
My lord, the king.
What is the business?
Oh, sir, I shall be hated to report it. The prince, your son, with mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed, is gone.
How? Gone?
Is dead.
Apollo's angry.
Is
The heavens themselves do strike at my injustice.
No.
Oh, no, there.
thank you.
Did you faint?
I did.
Okay.
Oh,
Ah.
this
Oh,
news
no,
is
I wanted to
mortal
make
to the
the
queen.
sound.
Yes.
Look down and see what death is doing.
Ah, take her hence. Her heart is but overcharged. She will recover. I too much believe mine own suspicion. Beseech you, tenderly apply to her some remedies for life. Apollo, pardon my great profaneness against thine oracle. I'll reconcile me to Polixenes. New woo, my queen. Recall the good Camillo, whom I proclaim a man of truth and mercy. For, being transported by my jealousies to bloody thoughts and to revenge, I chose Camillo for the minister to poison my friend Polixenes, which had been done, but that the good mind of Camillo tardied my swift command. Though I with death and with reward did threaten and encourage, not doing it and being done, he, most humane, filled with honor, to my kingly guest unclasped my practice, quit his fortunes here, which you knew great, and to the hazard of all uncertainties himself commended, no richer than his honor. How he glisters through my rust, and how his piety does my deeds make the blacker.
Woe the while, oh cut my lace, lest my heart cracking it break too.
What fit is this, good lady?
With studied torments, tyrant asked for me, what wheels, racks, fires, what flame, boiling, in leads or oils, what old or newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste my most worst? Thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancies too weak for boys, too green and idle for girls of 9. Oh, I think that they have done, and then run mad indeed, stark mad, for all thy bygone fooleries were but spices of it. And thou betrayest Polixenes. 'Twas nothing, and did not but show thee of a fool inconstant, and damnable ingrateful, nor was't much. Thou wouldst have poisoned good Camilo's honor, to have him kill a king. Poor trespasses, more monstrous standing by, whereof I reckon the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter to be none or little, though a devil, would have shed water out of fire ere done it, nor isn't it directly laid to thee the death of the young prince, whose honorable thoughts high for one so tender, cleft the heart that could conceive a gross and foolish sire, blemished his gracious dam. This is not, no, laid to thy answer, but the last, O Lord, when I have said, cry woe, the queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for's not dropped down yet.
The higher powers forbid.
I say she's dead, I'll swear it. If word nor oath prevail not, go and see. If you can bring tincture and luster in her lip, her eye, heat outwardly or breath within, I'll serve you as I would do the gods. But, O thou tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Therefore, betake thee to nothing but despair, 1,000 knees, 10,000 years together, naked, fasting upon thy barren mountain, and still winter, in storm perpetual, could not move the gods to look that way thou went.
Go on, thou canst not speak too much. I have deserved all tongues to talk their bitterest.
Say no more. However the business goes, you have made fault in the boldness of your speech.
I am sorry for it. All faults I make. When I shall come to know them, I do repent. Alas, I have showed too much. The rashness of a woman. He is touched to the noble heart. What's gone and what's past, help, should be past grief. Do not receive affliction. At my petition, I beseech you rather, let me be punished, that have minded you of what you should forget. Now, good my liege sir, royal sir, forgive a foolish woman. The love I bore your queen, lo, fool again. I'll speak of her no more, nor of your children. I'll not remember you of my own Lord, who is lost too. Take your patience to you, and I'll say nothing.
Thou didst speak but well, when most the truth which I receive much better than to be pitied of thee. Prithee, bring me to the dead bodies of my queen and son. One grave shall be for both. Upon them shall the causes of their death appear, unto our shame perpetual. Once a day I'll visit the chapel where they lie, and tears shed there shall be my recreation, so long as nature will bear up with this exercise. So long I daily vow to use it. Come and lead me to these sorrows.
The queen is dead.
Scene 3, Corinthia, desert country near the sea.